Hello everyone. Kind of a weird day on my end as I lost my phone today. However, I got it back, so all is well. But the only major exciting thing today is ANFI. This morning it was gapping up. Was in the chat room early on and actually talking this time instead of just watching it. Said watch ANFI for morning breakout. 710 was the entry level. 710 ran all the way to 828, once again proving earnings winners that have huge volume pre-market. It didn't have huge, but it started to get huge volume in the first 30 minutes are the ones that you focus on. Not only that, also another lesson in what the hell was I thinking. Remember that short signal in EROS back here where there were shares available to IB and I somehow fucking forgot to enter my order, which is still mind-boggling to me. If I wasn't so experienced and have been doing this so long, tell you what, this would be hurting right now because it's never the small cut losses that I take that bother me. It's the missing out on big opportunities. And I tell you what, 73% gain in under a month on a short sell signal in an uptrending market. You feel a little stupid when you miss it, but you know what? It happens. I focus on longs following those lows in the October. And I just messed up. It was on a separate Interactive Brokers tab, and I didn't have it in the main tabs of my positions and just totally ate it. But look at it now, down 73%. Pretty impressive. At the same point, also passed on PAR 2 days ago. That's a 10% gain miss. Still not that upset about it because outside average true range moves 2 and 3 days. Figured it might go up, but I'm still hoping for a pullback and a better signal. And that's why also tonight PCL, that could technically be buyable, but it's so outside the average true range, just like PAR, that I don't feel like chasing it. But you see what happened last time. So if you like PCL, I say go for it. Don't be afraid. Don't be like me. Also, show you that billionaire place just work no matter how big the stock is. GE was a billionaire play on this day, and it's up 14% since. So anytime a stock gets announced that a billionaire's taking an investment in it, a la Weight Watchers, a la before it crash AQXP, if I remember right. Yeah, there you go. You want to play these kind of stocks. So we'll see. But Weight Watchers, we know, was a recent one in GE. And look, they're both big, and they're both still working, proving that those kind of trades work. And then also AVXL. Boy, oh boy, we nailed that short sell signal also. We got it basically on this day right here. And at one point intraday, you would have had about a 60% gain. But it's giving another short sell signal here. Shares might be available to E-Trade or Centerpoint. Check them out. Unfortunately, my accounts are at Interactive Brokers, and I haven't split them up yet because we haven't had a severe enough bear market to where I've been basically all cash and can start moving things around. Good thing I didn't do that back in October, or else I probably would have had funds in transition whenever I had to start going long the signals that we were getting. But AVXL, that's a bona fide short sell signal. Nothing on my end because I can't do anything about it. Final cut loss and move above 644, and you're out of it. And then for me, going over the sell signals really quick, UEPS is closing below the 200-day moving average. Don't care if it's lower or higher volume. I didn't buy the stock under the 200-day moving average. I don't want to hold it now that it's below it. So that's 100% sell on UEPS. LHCG is closing below the 50 and 20-day moving average. 50-day moving average barely. 10, 20-day moving average, 20-day moving average barely. But you know what? It is closing below the 50 and 20-day moving average. Bottom line. So it's a 50% sell signal with the move below today's low a day. And also CVRR, chart's messed up here. Let's try to pull up Market Smith CVRR. Can't see it on the chart, but right here is about where the 20-day moving average is now. So it's now closing below the 20-day moving average on above average volume. So CVRR is a 50% sell signal with the move below 2024, and right now after hours it's at 2020. So technically I'll be out a half a CVR in the morning. Final sell stop remains down here at 1998. So that's all that there is going for the sell signals. For the long signals, REXR is the only long signal I have tonight. Surge in BOP, big surge in volume, pocket pivot point signal, and it's not quite breaking out. It's a couple cents away from breaking out on an end-of-day basis, but it's close enough to me. So big, powerful move the past 3 days. BOP getting stronger the past 3 days near that max green BOP level. Another pocket pivot point signal. We don't risk much to know that we're wrong about 3% total before we know that we're completely wrong on the position. So REXR, 1% for being in my price volume Bob scan, and 1% for being in my daily volume surge scan is what I call it. But basically it just looks for any stock that's up big on huge volume above what it normally has. And REXR, there we go, is part of that group, as you can see with that arrow right there. So that's why it gets 2% total tonight. Not a canceling stock yet. Might as well show you, since I have that open, how strong the numbers are. 275% estimate increase in 2016. Big EPS growth, and look at the sales growth, huge, and it has a 3.5% dividend, and mutual fund ownership is growing, so hard to beat that. And I know I didn't start with the overall market analysis, but that's because today I really don't want to look too much into it. Lower volumes today on the NASDAQ, a pullback. It's a good pullback, not a distribution day. NYSE, S&P 500, same similar situation. Pullback on lower volume on Veterans Day. Overall, it's good. I have no complaints about that whatsoever. And the Russell 2000 did lead on the downside. That's the only bad point. But the most important thing is that we're holding, what was that, Monday's move back here, and Wednesday's the week before move. So as long as we hold above the 50-day moving average, I'm going to be happy.